Nick Cannon posted a lengthy message on Facebook where he talked about why he has to leave the NBC competition reality show, America's Got Talent. And what it boils down to is to this. He says, I was to be punished for a joke. This has weighed on my spirit. It was brought to my attention by my team that NBC believed that I was in breach of contract because I disparaged their brand. I found myself in a dark place having to make a decision that I wish I didn't have to. But as a man, as an artist, and a voice for my community, I will not be silenced, controlled, or treated like a piece of property. There is no amount of money worth my dignity or my integrity. Now, this sounds really horrible, right? Okay, it sounds bad. The context around it is Nick Cannon did a stand-up show for Showtime, a stand-up comedy routine for Showtime, a special. In that special, he made some comments that NBC did not like. He said, I honestly believe once I started doing America's Got Talent, they took my real N-word card from me. They did, because then like these type of people started showing up at my shows. And when he said that, he pointed to 3 white folks, older white folks, who were in the audience. He said, I can't do the real N-word stuff no more, because then they'll put me on TMZ. That's what NBC is going to stand for tonight. N-words better come on. Because N-words be cussing, so N-words be careful. NBC didn't like it. No, NBC does not like it at all. But NBC felt the fact that he was using the N-word, they're going to make Nick Cannon an example. Not only do we not want white people using the N-word, we don't want you using the N-word, Cannon. Now, I just want to put a little bit more context with it and say, Nick Cannon, once again, he said, hey, it's the best job that I have. Hopefully I can do it forever. Adding that he was unsure how many more years was left on his contract. So there's a longer statement in here where he talks about he feel like they're taking away his freedom of speech because now they're trying to censor what he says. They're going to punish him for his stand-up routines that he does outside of being on the show that he did on a whole other network because they say it damages their brain. Okay, so you said, I proudly stand as one of the few who gladly take on whatever repercussions that come from it. All right? I bring all this up to you guys because I want to point out some things that I don't think most people in mainstream media are going to talk about. And that's why you come to the Tim Black Show, because you want a different take. Here it goes, guys. I understand exactly where Nick Cannon is coming from. I get it, right? You want to be able to do your comedy, and it should not reflect on your day job or your other job because it's a different bucket. You got an AGT bucket. You got a Showtime special bucket. You got a comedian on tour bucket. You got hanging with your friends bucket. We all got all these buckets. I get it. I understand. Here's the thing. When you sign those contracts, right? When you sign a contract, and I'm sure you have those contracts that say if you do anything that damages the brand of the company, a clause of your behavior. I forget the exact term for it. But we know those contracts where they try to control you. Well, when you sign those, you sign away your ability to do whatever the hell you want to do. That's what the money's for. When you sign a contract, and I don't care what company you work for, I just believe that some people who are in the performance arts and some people who are in, in the public eye, who work for other people, right? They forget they still work for other people. Your life isn't your life anymore. This is not just about you being black using the N-word. You could have been white using the F-word in regards to homosexuals. You could have been many other things and been different. Look at George Lopez. Okay? He said something, he called a woman a B-word. What I'm trying to say is it's not fair, but that's the way it is. This is also about corporations protecting their brand because right now, we got companies being boycotted because of the words that someone utters. So it's a very difficult time to be anything, particularly anything in the public eye. There have been people who have tweeted something in jest and lost their day job. Nothing to do with their day job at all. Zero. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying, that you deserve to be fired. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is that's the climate that we live in now. Now, in Nick Cannon's defense, I will say, I don't see what he said that was so horrible, but like him using the N-word is not the most horrible thing for a black person to do, though I try not to do it myself, particularly to anyone that would ever hear it in the world, right? Because it is negative, and it will be turned back on me, little old Tim Black. If I can't use it on my shows, you really should think about it, because you are big. Now, the thing about Nick Cannon's in the public eye. Nick Cannon has people that rely on him, I'm sure. I'm sure he's the most well-off person in his family, and he has provided a lot for his family over the years. This is a shame. It's a shame. It really is. I wish him all the best. Corporations run this world, particularly this country. And everybody's conforming in one way or another. Not every white guy talks like, hey, man, come on, dude. Hey, man. Well, it was great to see you. All right, buddy. Not every white guy sound like Dave Chappelle doing the white guy voice. Or Richard Pryor. Well, all right, buddy. All right. They put on the face of milquetoast, Honda Civic driving, listening to non-confrontational music, never, no, I don't smoke anything. They put on this air of, everything's, thank you very much. That's, all right. Everyone has to conform to this crap. There's only one way out of conforming to crap, to bending to the will of the corporations, and that is being your own person, being your own business, paying yourself. That's it. And that goes to white folks, black folks, Latino folks, Asian folks, Native American folks, all y'all folks, transgender folks, straight folks, ableist folks, whatever, man. We all have to conform to this crap when you're under the system. And we're all under the system to some extent or not. Even if you own your own business, if you want to make that business be profitable. All this I'm trying to say, at the end of the day, I'm trying to say this. What I mean is this. NBC probably has got a lot of problems with what they do. Case in point, Melissa Harris Perry. Case in point, Tamron Hall. But you get what you pay for, or you pay what you get for. At the end of the day, man, you're still better off, or we're doing better off than most people will ever do on the globe, sir. And if all you had to do is not use the N-word, you were lucky. I'm Tim Black, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Was NBC wrong? Was Nick Cannon wrong? Or should I say, was NBC out of order? Is Nick Cannon out of order? Is everybody out of order? Or is it just the way it is? I'm Tim Black. Hit me up in the comment section below with your comments. Follow me at TimBlackTV.com. I'm on Facebook, Twitter as Real Tim Black. And if you love this content, and I know you do, go down below, hit the link to become a subscriber and join Tim Black's Wolf Pack. Because I give you news for people who can't stand the news.